What's up, everybody? Happy Aloha Friday. Welcome to the HFG show. We are Hawaii Fishing Gear, highfishgear.com. I gotta say that at the beginning of every video. We take your live questions while we are live on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. If you guys got questions, go ahead and shoot them in the comments. We'll get around to them in just a moment. We have a panel of specialists that joins us on Instagram to help out with some of your questions. We get to talk about new stuff that we just added to the website today. Not a whole lot of stuff on Friday, but we did add Texas tackle pliers. Well regarded, recommended by Ya'ai Porigi. These are split ring pliers. If you're looking for a good, long-lasting split ring plier, if you've worn your other split ring pliers down to a nub, these are good split ring pliers. Available in 3 different sizes with high-vis handles, which gives me a great idea for one of the next rounds of HFG stainless steel scissors. But we got this in stock all the way up. The big, if you got those big Bambucha ones, we got you covered. Texas tackle pliers, split ring pliers are now available on highfishgear.com. They're on the front page of the website under new products. And before we get to your questions, I want to let you know that tomorrow, Consignment Saturday, on our High Fish Gear Deals group on Facebook, it is going to be a wonderful auction. There are 3, count them, 1, 2, 3 Shimano Stellas that will be auctioned. They're all used, and they're in good condition, and it should be a very fun, entertaining auction. Make sure you have your popcorn ready if you're not in the market for a Stella, because if you are in the market for a Stella, you better be laser focused. Watch out for them snipers. It starts at 1 p.m. tomorrow, and of course the Stellas will be at the tail end of the auction. But that is not it. We also have Ya'ai Porigi's personal lure stash will be auctioned tomorrow. He went through and he put whatever he wants to keep on the side and whatever he's willing to part with will be up for auction tomorrow. And there is 12 lots of lures from JDM to Mark White, locally made, imported, a whole bunch of lures tomorrow. Blessed Savage says, how did the auction work? If you get a chance, check out High Fish Gear Deals on Facebook. Join the group. There's a welcome video that explains a whole lot of stuff. It's live auctions. A lot of you guys that I see on here, you guys are all members of the group, and you guys have a good amount of fun. But definitely check out the group on Facebook, High Fish Gear Deals. Go check it out. One more question. We had a customer that sent me a DM on Instagram asking if I had any pointers for somebody just getting started in conventional casting. And if you are in that boat where you need some pointers on getting started with conventional reel casting, ulua pole casting, sit down, go grab a pen and paper, because you might want to write down some of this information. Setting up your rod and reel. Beginner, anybody asks what's the best beginning ulua pole just for learning how to cast conventional, I highly recommend a Jigmaster and a medium heavy nitro. Medium heavy nitro is one of those off the shelf rods. It has a little bit extra flex, which is the reason why I recommend it. And a Jigmaster is a basic bait casting reel that is not overly hard to learn, but it's one of those reels that's not over $100 just yet. It's at $95 now, and it's not going to break your bank. And it's a good reel to learn on. Highly recommend it. Spool that up with 40-pound test. Somebody was messaging me earlier about braid backing on a lure, on a reel. Braid backing, in my opinion, is a pro level status. You got somebody who has been spooled before and knows that they are fishing in places where they need that extra line. If you're just a beginner, don't worry about all that braid backing, because you're going to spend too much money on just a little bit of line to put on the back of your reel and calculating how much to have on it. Don't even bother with all that. Put straight mono on your reel. You're going to be good to go, especially if you're just learning. Jigmaster, Sea-Line, Seagate, Fathom 40. These are all great beginner reels. Not all of them are cheap, but they're going to be great beginner reels, and they're on the easier scale to cast. Getting it set up, spool to reel yourself, please. If you are just getting into conventional casting, do not hand it off to the tackle shop guy and ask them to spool it for you. You gotta put in the work, sit in your room, have somebody hold the spool on the other side of the room, and reel that in. Get into the motion of moving your thumb back and forth. Because if you hook up to a fish when you're out there and you don't know how to do this back and forth when you're reeling a line, you're going to notice, oh, my line stuck on one side because you wasn't doing this. Spool to reel yourself. It's an experience that you're cheating yourself out by asking a guy at the tackle shop to spool it for you. That's one of the reasons why we don't spool reels at our shop, other than we're just too busy for that. The other thing I can offer for somebody just getting into casting, you're probably casting with your uncles, your friends who've been doing it for a while, and you see them doing the overhead whoop cast. You're not ready for that. Okay? When you're first starting out, you never cast on conventional before, I highly recommend just doing a little, I'm trying to show this on YouTube, a little dump shot. Don't go over the head. Don't go full blast. Forget about that. Do a little dump shot. Do a little dump shot. Just kind of get the mechanics of the reel. Look at the reel. See what it's doing. Don't watch your lead. Watch the reel for a little while. And go ahead and just put your little thumb on the side of the spool. Not the line. Put it on the side of the spool. You want to try to hold down the aluminum, not the monofilament. That monofilament will smoke your thumb. Alright? That's about all the advice I had to offer for that person who asked on Instagram. I hope that helps out a little bit. If you have any more questions, send me another DM. Like I said, I'll do my best. Alright, let's see. Let's go ahead and scroll through. What if you don't got nobody? Oh, that's sweet. Tyler Lure says you got him, brother. Put straight Yo-Zuri fluorocarbon. What are you guys talking about? Hopefully you guys not cracking jokes, selling everybody smoke screen. Okay, the auctions are addicting. Yes, it is. He's asking about selling on the auction. How does the auction work with the sellers? Okay, so just to answer that question, if you are on Oahu, send me a direct message, send me an email with what you have to sell. The Saturday auction slots are a hot commodity now, so I gotta kind of get a good approval before you even bring down your stuff. If you have something that is worth auctioning, I tell you, bring it in. We list it on Saturday. You come and get paid on Tuesday. I take 15% of whatever it sells for. If it sells for $1,000, you get $850. All right? That's pretty much how that works. Bless Savage, if you have any more questions, send me a DM on Instagram. I'll do my best to respond. 308 Ram Killer says, Uncle, you coming Big Island for the Lure tournament? Nope. Nope. That is for Hamas. Hamas fish that tournament. All the Hamas is drained from Oahu. They all going Big Island. Shout out to all my friends that is competing in the Tokunaga tournament this weekend. I think it's this weekend. Or is it next weekend? I think it's next weekend. But a lot of my friends are already over there. They're there for 1 week before the tournament, holding down their spots. It's crazy. It's a dedication. And it's been the first time they've thrown it since 2000. So good luck to all of you participating. All of you already up there holding down your spots on the Big Island. Alright. Blue metal spike tabbies get split toe inside. I do not think they do, Dalen. I do not think they do. But I tell you what, I will get a confirmation. Before I leave the shop, I'll go stick my hand in one of your shoes and feel if it gets split toe. It was under my understanding that they do not. Okay. When are you getting more Shimano Scimitar steelheads? Are we showing a sold out on the website? Let's see. What if you guys got any more questions? Go ahead. Do you guys have line spoolers? Low perps, we do. Go on High Fish Gear, search for tension line spooler with tension control. It's available on the website. $35. It's pretty great. All right. The graphite spools just burn no matter how much water. Oh, you're talking about casting a thing. What is the best color plugs good for Papillo? Start with black. Try whatever else after that, but start with black. Black is always a great color to just start with. If you're talking about throwing plugs for Papillo and stuff. And there you go. Lavaya flies just to solidify. I like it when we think on the same lines, Lavaya. Start with black. All right. Hey, pizza. Not all of us is Hamas. I eat pizza with a fork. I think I have eaten pizza with a fork, but the thick, deep dish Chicago ones, you cannot really pick it up with your hands. It's a mess. All right. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Not a whole lot of questions. Just to recap, Texas tackle split ring pliers now available on highfishgear.com. And then also check out High Fish Gear auctions tomorrow, live on Facebook, starting at 1 p.m. There's a bunch of like little stuff. There's a bunch of heavy stuff. It should be pretty quick. Hopefully, I'm trying to keep it up 2 hours. We've been doing 3-hour auctions lately. It's getting a little nuts. Hope you guys made plans to go fishing this weekend. Looks like it's going to be a nice weekend on Oahu. Not sure about the other islands, but hope you guys make time to go fishing. And you guys have a good weekend. We'll catch you back here on Tuesday. Have a good weekend. Aloha.